Peace, family. Peace, meaning positive energy, always creates elevation. And so with that being said, first and foremost, I want to get on here and say, man, we all positive vibes over here, man. We don't want no negative vibes over here at I Am Awakend, man. Every individual that's involved with our family, man, we all vibrate at such a high vibrational frequency, man, that we don't even partake in those type of activities, all right? And so, secondly, I would like to say, man, big shout out to everyone who has aided and assisted us getting toward this 1,000 subscribers, all right? I don't know if we quite made 1,000 subscribers at this point. The last time I've checked, it was only at about 900 subscribers, man. But I do want to say, kudos to everyone who has most definitely helped us get to this far, because as you guys know, they have been giving me the hardest time ever in terms of reaching the amount of subscribers that I have reached on this platform thus far, right? As a matter of fact, it's so hard to find this channel, man. It's ridiculous, man. So, that is why I feel like it's so important for me to tell you guys, thank you, man, because, a lot of you have been actually supporting me by sharing the link that I've posted to Facebook, and also providing others with the link that could not find the page as well, in order for them to be able to find this channel, man. So I want to say thank you, man, to everyone who has done that, all right? And also, man, I want you guys to know that for anyone who in the future or at this present moment may get on here and have anything to say about me using the introduction of peace, family, peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation, and saying that I'm trying to steal Rashad Jamal's style, so on and so forth, man. First and foremost, this is not a competition. And for those of you who have been following me since day one, you know that I've already paid homage to the God for coming up with the acronym. And I've also stated that I was intrigued with the acronym and that I would be using the acronym in every video that I open up, because I felt like, it was a good acronym, man. And, I feel like, anytime we imitate someone's, it's a form of flattery, all right? And I'm most definitely flattered with the guy, him being a grandmaster teacher. And, everything that he has taught the people who have followed him, all right? So with that being said, free to God, man, until it's backwards, all right? And so, now that I've got those things out the way, man, I want to go in by, making you aware of the title, man, and what we're going to be talking about today, all right? So the title of this video is going to be what I soul ties. I mean, not soul ties, but soul contracts, all right? And I felt like it was important that we speak on this topic because we need to be aware of why we go through the things we go through in this lifetime, all right? And why certain people are doing the things that they're doing to us in this lifetime. Because a lot of us, we get to thinking that, a lot of things happen by coincidence, and when in all actuality, that couldn't be further from the truth. All right, so when we talk about soul ties, man, I mean, not soul ties, but soul contracts, man, you have to understand that a soul contract is a contract that's made between you and other souls in order to help your soul evolve by learning lessons in this lifetime, all right? Okay? So, and normally, as I've just said, this contract is going to be between you and other souls, all right? And this is because these souls that you made the contract with is going to aid and abet in you learning the lessons that is necessary in order to help your soul evolve, all right? Now, we have to understand that when I talk about soul contracts, this isn't a physical contract that you make by signing a piece of paper, right? We're talking about the spiritual realm with the understanding that everything happens from a spiritual perspective, all right? So all of this takes place before you are born, all right? You actually sit down with a group of souls that I like to call a council, all right? And these are going to be a group of spiritual guides, ascended masters, angels, so on and so forth, that is going to actually help you sit down and come up with what is known as a blueprint, all right, in terms of what your life mission will be and the purpose of you coming to this realm, or whatever realm you choose, because we have to understand that there are other realms that we can go to in order to learn these life lessons that will eventually help us grow. All right. So what you would do is you would sit down with this group, this council, all right? And I am at work, guys, so I'm working while I'm working, right? So if you hear any noise, man, then, just block it out for the moment, all right? But yeah, what you would do is you would actually sit down with these group of ascended masters, souls, so on and so forth, angels and things like that, and you would come up with a blueprint in terms of the lessons that you would like to learn during this lifetime, all right? The obstacles that you're going to have to face in terms of being able to learn those lessons and help the soul get to its point of growth, all right? You also pick your family, all right? So that's the most important thing that I feel like you guys need to understand, okay? Because in the process of you creating this blueprint and choosing whatever realm it is that you decide that you want to go to, you have families that you can choose from that will help you in terms of getting toward that goal, all right? Because you being a soul and the ascended masters, the spiritual guys, so on and so forth, they fully understand that it's necessary for you to be put in a certain environment in order for you to achieve this goal, all right? So with that being said, you choose the family that you would like to be aligned with, all right? And so a lot of the times, we choose our sisters, our brothers, our mothers, our children, so on and so forth, because when we deal with souls, we deal with what is called soul groups, okay? A lot of souls choose to reincarnate together, all right? And this is to eventually or inevitably help you, get to your soul purpose, all right? And now, some of us come back to basically repay karmic debt, all right? Some of us choose a group of people that can, or a life in terms of our reincarnation that is going to help us be able to repay that karmic debt that we got ourselves into in our prior lifetime, okay? Now, depending on how large the debt is going to depend on what lesson you want to learn or what lifetime you choose that can best help you in terms of paying back that debt, because you have to understand that when it comes to repaying back debt, this can be a process that can take many lifetimes, all right? And that's depending on the size of the karmic debt that you're trying to pay back, all right? So some of us come to pay back those debts, all right? And this is why you see so many people coming back in terms of this is why you see a lot of children being born blind, being born mentally unstable, and things like that, okay? And so a lot of the things that we deal with in this lifetime has already been preordained by yours truly, all right? You sat down, you chose the life that you wanted to choose, you chose the things that you wanted to go through in terms of the character that you will be playing in this lifetime, all right? Now, when I say this, I want you to understand that none of us choose to come back, be murderers, be abusers, and things like that, okay? We don't choose to do those things. These things are learned in this realm, in this 3D realm that we come through the programming that we are subjected to when we first come through our mother's womb, all right? So none of us choose that life path, okay? We learn those things. We learn those evil acts because, as you know, when we come to this realm, they already have a system set up for us. They, as soon as we come out of the mother's womb, they hit us with a shot, okay? So they bleach us of everything that we knew that we had to do when we came through that womb, all right? That's the first stage of them programming us, all right? And then when we reach a certain age, they take us to education. And we've talked about the root word of education. If you don't know what that is, go look up the etymology of the word education, man, okay? It derives from a word that basically means to be molded or trained, all right? So what they do is they mold you and train you into what they will have you be when you get here in order to take you from your life's purpose, all right? Now, some of us choose to come back and be teachers, such as myself. That's why it's no coincidence that I'm sitting here in front of this camera and I'm telling you the things that you need to know in terms of, helping you ascend into your higher self, all right? This is something that I've done in many, many lifetimes. I'm one of the ones who've actually mastered this lifetime, and I've chose to come back to help a lot of people be able to grow in terms of their spirituality, all right? And this is done by, you know, certain things taking place in my life, which is with you, okay? The same thing with you, okay? Because a lot of us have been taken off of our life path, our soul journey, all right? And we've been done this way through traumatic events. Me, myself, I've started to realize my path and been awakened in terms of, you know, the necessary things or my life's journey or what I've been done or what I was doing in my past life through a traumatic event that pushed me into doing exactly what I'm doing right now, that caused me to become more awakened, all right? And that was